Nanahua Baisa Parabaita Anakawataka Baika Kwanakai Oakai Kawana Makata Kianwa Manakamana Ayakawa Meneki Nikiwana Makawana.
Hi, hello everyone. We are here in the group of light languages and collective healing intentions. We are in week 128. I'm Ismael Rodriguez. I'm surrounded by wonderful, beautiful beings. And we already started having a wonderful conversation before pressing the recording button. Whatever things is gonna come through, it's gonna be divine. So let's start with the blessings. We do the blessings, as you well know, to clear the space and to protect the space that we are all creating here. Taka Tushna, and the first gentleman in the screen is Wesley. And also, Khadija, if you want ever, even if the light languages are not yet activated, if you ever want to make a blessing in Arabic or in English or in any language that you like, you know that if it comes from the heart, it's a light language to me. Estentikiana. Would you like to do one?
Maybe I will try next time. I don't
Okay.
know. I will try to. Can I just prepare some text or something like that, or it has to be spontaneous?
It doesn't matter. The thing is that if you say "bless you all," that is already more than good enough. Or "love you all," anything related to love, raise the vibrations and it's a blessing, really.
Thank you
What
very much.
happens is that often also our minds get in the way and we sort of judge or determine, no, that's not the right blessing, that's not good enough, or things like that. When I think something comes from your heart is more than good enough.
I'm not just I'm not good at improvising. That's it. I don't know.
But this is gonna be this is the challenge that you are facing, Takatuisha, when you meet us here, and that's gonna create a deliberation in yourself, amazing, huge. Because when you break through that, and the energy start flowing naturally, you free yourself and you feel great. Do you think that I'm not having energies that they are trying to interrupt me because of maybe because I'm making a mistake speaking English, or maybe because I'm not saying what I'm because sometimes I find that I could have expressed something in a better way and things like that. I have my judgmental mind constantly there. But what I have learned with time is to give more importance to whatever is coming from here. No matter what this one is saying here, this one wants to talk, this one wants to say what is there, and that and being that and through that, for me, I've been told that this is also an example for others going through these situations. And they told me that that's why you just chose to go through all of that. Just to show that you are a human being and that we are this way, and we just learn how to deal with the density and this reality and this human experience in very similar ways. Tikan takunti sana antana.
I am just new to trust my heart,
Exactly.
and also I'm still in the phase where I'm still like trying to, to figure out myself, like in this spiritual, things, So yeah, but yeah, I started to trust myself. I started to open my heart. Yeah, maybe I just need a little bit of time. I don't know. Yeah.
No rush. Takatu Santana.
Thank you very much.
If I knew that my life was gonna be unfold in the way that it did since 2012, I wouldn't have worried that much before 2012. And it is Santana, because since 2012 everything has been going one thing connected to another one, supporting me in my awakening, and getting to understand things that they were suppressed there for my entire life since I was a boy, really. Just today I sent a message to Melissa to check for me a piece of a paragraph of information that I wanted to add to a project that I am developing, and I needed the confirmation from her. I needed that confirmation, yes, because there is a part of me that is still working on trusting myself more. And the reason why is because I never had an English teacher. I never had anyone, even from the street, telling me what you are saying is right or what you are saying is not. I mean, in the way you are saying, not what I am saying. In the way, in whatever I'm saying, I've been often shut down, very often shut down. But I mean more in the way I was formulating in English what I wanted to say. I never had a teacher. I never had someone to tell me, look, this is not well said or written. And so there is at some point when I get to these moments in my life that I'm doing something very meaningful for humanity, including myself. That piece of frequency creating doubt inside me, it comes up, and then I just, like I did today, I ask for help. That's what I did. I say, what I'm going to do to feel like stuck here. I'm not gonna be stuck. I know that Melissa is there. She read the message. I know that she'll help me, and this is also something that we are learning, to don't feel shame in asking for help, and to don't feel shame in not being perfect. Let's say, because we've been so programmed with being perfect that we don't ask for help when we truly need it, or we don't expose ourselves to in places where we could get the help just by being there, like you did since the moment that you started coming to the group. This is you saying, for some reason, I don't understand these light languages, but for some reason they are doing good to me, and that's it. And the rest is about what you say. Let's time tell me. Let time tell me what things are there blocking me, or what things are there that I can improve. But there is nothing wrong. And the thing I want to say to the world, there is nothing wrong with you. Never. There is nothing wrong with you. We've been through so much from generations and generations, thousands and thousands of years. All our our family tree has been so suppressed, so much shut down, so much punished, that we are that, like I say, that link of the change that is helping this to change and transform. So the last thing we should feel about ourselves is guilty or shame or yeah, or understanding that there is something wrong with you, because there is nothing wrong with you, love. We are just been exposed to these realities, which hasn't been easy for anyone. So we just need to have understanding for each other, compassion for each other, and patience. But not the word patient that it has become in the hospital or things like that, which there is no, I don't feel that word has in that connotation any meaning related to the one I'm saying. It's truly patience from love, patience from just be and understand that your sister or brother needs the time like you do to just heal those wounds that everybody has been exposed to. Tini anaka uti titi anaktu enti anakata sinti anakata. Do I feel shy when I ask for help? I do feel shy. I do, but I work every time I ask for help. I work on that process. And when I send the message to Melissa and she replied, I was also realizing more stuff that I need to look inside me to treat and to heal. And so that's why I believe that expression is and communication with each other is the healing, is the key for healing. That's the first, we need to heal everything from inside, and then everything else will make much more sense. Tiki and taku tishana. Yes, Khadija, sorry, I interrupted. Takatwa.
Yeah, I just want to say that self-expression is very important for us, for humans. That's what I discovered. Like when we are suppressed and we cannot talk, we cannot express ourselves, we become sick, like severely sick. So yeah, I'm starting to heal that too, and I feel so good. And yeah, I'm also creating some parts of myself. And yeah, it makes life better. I feel better within myself. Yeah, I'm still working on a lot of things. So
we all are.
I'm sure one day I'll be able to, like, you know, just navigating things like in a very smooth way, like here in the group. But I'm still feel like I don't know. I'm still more here for healing, like, but also I really open my heart for everybody, and I really wish like to see everyone, like, to know, like, for nobody to suffer, because I discover, like, I experience suffering myself, so I don't want anyone to experience the same thing. Yeah, so my heart is with everybody, with everyone. Yeah, sorry.
I think we all resonate with that, love. We do, we do very much. And I don't believe that there is any guru or master or priestess there on earth who is not dealing every day with some stuff. We just idealize, like we idealize Jesus, as we idealize Muhammad, we idealize Buddha, and so many beings on earth that they had to deal with this, with things like we do. They were human as well, And often we forget that by idealizing them. Tiana, Katuintiana. So we created at some point a constant comparison, which it has a very good purpose for evolution, but it can be also putting us down very often when we create comparison to this guy is there and he seems so happy and I am not. This type of comparison, in a way, as a sign, from my point of view, as a sign, is positive, but that's it. Don't let it get more into you, because if you keep comparing yourself to that person, you start feeling down, and when you start feeling down, you start getting the feeling and the impression that you are just really low energy, really low.
I'm sorry, I will come back. Smile, please. I'm coming back.
Is the connection?
I'm coming back. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. See you soon. And there is some, Melissa, there is a card that you pull out?
Yeah.
What was that? I'm just curious. Tika Quantina.
Venus.
Venus.
Well, but we're in her season, aren't we?
Jatua.
Yeah. And of Avalon. Nourishment.
Wow. Lady of Avalon. That's resonate with me, Tishana. That resonate with things I know. Tika Nakwata. Also about you. Tiana, Katiana.
Thunder and lightning outside because like my lights keep on flashing. I just wanted to say to Karija that like she should just be proud of every progress that you make. Well, like every layer is, and we're all doing that process as well. And things just come back and being. I think things resurface, but you handle it differently, don't you? Like all the time you realise how to handle it differently. But there is.
It's something that helped me also a lot was just to accept that life is the way it is. And knowing that today I am maybe in the top peak here, and tomorrow I'm again in the bottom, just because I'm learning something else or I'm remembering something else about who we are. And the reason why I love the light languages is because no matter what, no matter how many or how much information we are sharing here, they always have that energy that brings inside you what you really need in terms of embracing yourself, the love that you need in that moment. Also, when we are talking and communicating, because of the vibration that the information we are sharing, it gets like accumulated or built up in somehow inside. At some point, your chest doesn't allow you to keep going and express things with flow. And then when the light languages come through, they break this dense knot that these vibrations are creating inside you. And that's another reason why I appreciate light languages a lot, or any kind word from someone, or a smile from someone, or a good morning in the morning from someone. But you can tell when somebody is telling you good morning from the heart, and that changes and makes your day, your entire day. So connecting to the heart, so important. Tiene que anta and speak with the heart. It's so important. So no matter what, that will be a blessing for everyone. Tin Tiana Kata. How are you, Khadija?
I'm sorry for the interruption.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. We know
Thank
that
you.
that
Thank you
happens.
for all what you said. It's really, it made me, it's making me like, touch something in me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's something else that Melissa mentioned. I don't know if you heard what you say,
No.
what she said, but do you want to tell her, Melissa, or she can go back to the video as you like?
I just wanted to just say that just to acknowledge and be proud of yourself, like every like program that you have, with big or small, because I feel like healing is like peeling back like who you truly are. Like with each day, you're finding out yourself and how to act differently. So like just be proud of how far, and yeah, and just
Thank you, Melissa.
yeah.
The thing
I
is
appreciate
that when we express what we are going through, so many brothers and sisters resonate with that as well, because we are going through maybe not exactly the same thing, but something else that is also dealing with that part within us. So I think communicating whatever it is healing all the time. Chishanak uruno ustinia kantana estentini kiana. And that's why we cannot say or criticize you. Why? Because we are going through the same. We are going through the same for many years. Eneki shuntuno ustini ke antana. And we have been also dealing with all that programming and chip inside our mind that says you need to act perfect, and that doesn't really exist.
It's
Actually,
just a
in that
process of
imperfection
learning.
relies the perfection.
And I've actually gotten messages like the year just from like 2 different avenues, and it's like the same. I always say you need to remember how far you've come from like the person you were to the person that you are now. Just acknowledge it. Like I've had that, and they just want to, like acknowledge how you actually come from the other version of yourself. So yeah, I found that message new.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was like just the last 6 months. It was like a progress, a huge progress. So yeah, it was like I'm really happy with I'm grateful for all the progress that I have, like that happened in this period of time.
We are aware of that. We have witnessed that since the day when you came. Tiana Kurun Tiana. But
I had panic attacks when I came back. When I came, like the first time, I was hesitant to talk to you guys. Do you remember? I told you I'm scared to have a panic attack. And yeah, it like it changed a lot.
it does, love. And you see, we don't really need to know how that works. We just know that it works. That we are with our heart open, finding the ways that all this work. Yeah, we have the doors open to the understanding, but so far for us is enough to see that whatever is coming through us is helping others, and is obviously helping ourselves, because like I say, every time that we feel density, it dissolves the density, and that helps you a lot to keep going with your day. But if we did the same, talking in your case Arabic or English or French, because you also speak French there, if we did that every day, talking with love and connecting to love all the time, that will be doing the same, like light language, because again, a language coming from the heart is to me is a light language as well, and it has so much power. So maybe we need to for the time being that we haven't got our light languages extraterrestrial or from other dimensions activated, for the time being, I will always recommend people to practice their own language connected to the heart, tikana, katiana, because that is gonna benefit them in ways that it change your life. Tikan kun tushuna. It's not about being tagged with you are a good person. No, it's not about you are a
I'm
good
trying
person.
to heal that, you know.
It's about
I try to,
experiencing. I know you do love. I know you do.
Oh my God. I try my best to not judge myself, because I feel like I'm not aware of that. I don't know. It's a part of my
often we are
shadow.
not aware of that, and we are judging ourselves very, very, very badly. Shanakata.
Yeah.
And we are transcending those things from the mind. Tikan tatus tina orunu tiana. We are purging, we are cleansing, and we are overcoming every takatas untiana, anything that is an obstacle, tinchuana, ikiana, stopping love, tikiana. And we are divine with divine reflections. Divine reflections. That's why we've been talking about the importance of communication, because when we communicate with love, we become divine reflections to each other. Tiana katai tiana, and it's really, really amazing when you gather with people and you just connect to your heart and you let it flow. Before, in old times, we were doing that maybe only when we were with our girlfriend or boyfriend, or maybe sporadically at some point with our mother or with our father or with a brother. But we've been like feeling personally since 2012 something much more intense that needed from inside me to just become fully what I always had been, and not partially only a part of me like I was before 2012. I felt like I was a partial version of me, and Kiana walking in the world, like often very lost in Shanaka Iana, and every time I crashed myself was to really a big sign to get to that point in 2012 when I started realizing that I needed to change the whole paradigm. And this continues, like I say, and today I might be saying this, and tomorrow I cannot even maybe talk, and then in 2 days I recover and I find the ways to overcome something else. And and I believe that I'm truly learning to accept that things are that way, and by me, it's good that you find help. It's good that you find ways to obviously understand everything and overcome everything. But if we refuse our reality constantly, we create that detachment from this experience we call human experience, no, or life. Tara. and so we don't fully live life here. We are just focusing what is next, what did I need, information I need. Oh, when I got to the point that it's just to be here and just to be calm and to say, okay, this is it, so I'm gonna do the best today, the best I can from what I know, and that's it, and keep going, and don't but not create like expectation like I had to be maybe Jesus at the age of 33 or something else, some other light entity. I'm constantly with these quantum sessions talking to light entities that they are so much advanced in terms of understanding from here everything. Tianakatus in Niara. But I feel blessed to talk to them, and every day helps me to do the contrary to what I was doing before. Before I was always comparing myself to everything, which, like I say, has a reason and a positive thing to do so, but not in the way I was doing that. Tiana. And now I just accept that things are like this, and I do my best from here for every moment. Tiana. And if you get to that point of accepting yourself, it doesn't mean that you're not gonna keep fighting, but you're gonna make every step more from a better feeling, from a better state of being. Tiana, instead of that thought that told me, for example, in 2012, that I needed to speak the light languages then, because I met a friend of mine from US who spoke the Lyran language, and that language resonated so much with myself that I felt like I need to talk these light languages, because I know that they resonate inside me, and I know that I can speak them and I understand them. So why I cannot speak them? And I spent like 8 years waiting for this activation. And then when I asked, they told me from the light beings from the other side, they told me it just wasn't the divine time for you to speak them. So you needed to do other things before, because it was part of your nature, your natural process of becoming who you want to be, and evolve in the way you want to evolve. The understanding that we are already evolved is also a key. We are already so advanced. So that understanding, when I integrate it inside myself, that gave me a lot of peace of mind as well. So I am always dealing with that feeling, and when something challenging from my mind comes, like telling me, is that right? All that stuff that you have written, is that right? Is it good enough for the reader? All these things that create distortion inside, they are always facing that part of me that is becoming stronger and stronger in trusting myself, and in trusting that I'm not here really trying to learn something that I'm not already, because I am already that divine or that divinity, and I am learning how, as a human, I can reach that source of information, and that is an everyday experience, getting more to my insight. And I believe that we are all doing that in one way or another. e senti umanat, iona, tikiana. So no, I don't feel alone. Tiana kuanta. The more you wake up, the more you realize that everybody is going through that taking Tiana. And other people, they are just refusing to watch it. They are just turning their heads to that their souls are asking for. Tini arakata, Tiana. So wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing all this information, all this love, because there's so much was said and mentioned, Tiana, Katiana, and I believe that a lot of people out there, they're going to identify also and resonate with all this information. Kadija, Tiana, Katain, Tiana. And that's why it's so important to just talk and Tiana and mention it and flow with whatever the conversation is. Tiga Kawata.
It was a confirmation for me. Some sort of message. Yeah. Thank you for Melissa too. Thank you very much.
And when it's for you, it's for me. Honestly. It's Sianaka Ustini, and this is the divine reflection that I'm mentioning. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And yeah, Watakiana. We had enough reasons and people in the past who were trying to do the contrary. So it's so beautiful for that now we, for a long time, we've been doing this. Thank you, sister. Katana. Now, Wesley Yakwata. It has been a long wait to do the blessing Tiana Katun Tiana Kata. Shuana.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with it. So kata. Muka. Muyakata. Suatata. Mayaka kuwa. Saya. Nuwa. Mayakata. Bata. 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 Bata tu watata yakuta kuta. Bata kuatata. Kuya kuaka kuata uata. Iwaya watuata. Ma wasakua. Suku tu ta 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 tu 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 tu. Ba 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 yuko tu ku. Muaka. Kini wa suka. Naya wa uata. Kuka kio kuka kana kua mayowa suwata payaka kua. Uasata kuasaya uyata kuya uata muasata nuakata kiniya umuaka muashania uasa suata muaka kiniya wa muaka mayata muasa sunua nikututu mututututu Muyakata, muasata, suna na na no 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 wazata tuata, nuyakaka, payua sua, suka kiawa, wata mamawa, moyowa. Wawasata uyatata mauakata kiniwa muasana sanama mama kunukua kuyakatua taiyawa ueashabayakata kua sua saya maya ua kaya kuata nuaka Kiniya wata muaka sanuaya muakata nia tutu 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 kuasata samama kuniwata tuata tuatata. Pawasata uyakata kiniowa makuata. Pawasa yuatata tumaka kunaka kuyaka muaka. Muasaya papa panakua iwa masukata yuata. Wasa yawa suka saya mama hua hie huya saya puasa saya wa nana maya kuyata ya wiwa suyawata muakata punuaya wa huata maya wa Pawasata samakana kinowa mayowa tayatua kata taumakua pawasa samakua puniwa wawa sumakata kutata. Thanks very much. Whoa, this is good. Tuna tua ta ta sugo. Uatata, uata kuatata. Suk tu 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 tu. Tu 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 tu. Tu 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 tu. Pawata kuna yawa suka yawa muaka ta yawa. Thanks very much. Sanawa. Kunuwata tayuwata muaka kinuwa sua hiwa tua tayawa suakata kinuwa paiwa makua.
Thank you, brother. Hatuana, this one. And now it's Melissa.
Thank you. That was lovely. Anitia Mareshika Okatia Okatia Yamaresh Manitia Yareshika Potota Yare Ati Mokota Tayaro Shakati Mokota Tayara Ianitia Maresho Kotia Makasho Koti Arishika Pati Arishiko Tia Manatia Rasha Tatia Maka Ianatayo mare shikaditia maro shukadatia mare shukadatia mare shukoto pare shika. Iamatio koto tayare shikatia manitia mokoto tayare shikadatia matitio mokoto tayare shikata. Imoto tayare shikadatia mora shakatia matatiara shakatia mokoto tayare tia tatia mokota. Ia rosha katatia minitia rosha kututia manitia rosha katata initia marasha katatia marasha kutototia manatia resha katatia mokoto tera. Ia maresha katia rosha katatia minitia resha kotatia resha katatia manatia rosha kata. Ia maresha katia marasha kutotia resha katatia marata. Amanetia roshukudatia makatia makashukutitia maroshukutoto yareshika. Ea maroshukutotia manitia roshukuti minitia roshukatia matatiara. E mare shukotia manata. E mokatatia roshuka manitia roshukutitia marishikititia marishikititia moroto tayara. Itia rosho kutitia rosho kapatia manatia rosho kututia rishika. Ia mokota de rishika titi rosho kututi marishu kututia ritia manatia rosho kota ya. Amana tia roshika tia mana. Ia moko to tia rishiki tia mana tate yoroshoko mana. Ini tia marashoko tia. Amana tia roshoko. Thank you.
Ishawata, Ikawa, Undaisum, Undarana, Underekyusha, Akawuntum, Danak Aote, Nerekishun Danaga As Inna, Arakun Des Oar Nikawum, Enek Antario Makata Indiana, Oteka Kaukos Ontaiko Ustaine Satantu Nekimte. Ataka unta kataishem takanaku. Hai shekioro. Enaraka orni kion turu makawoto. Sukum takistana. Ene sanakata ote so makaikan takai. Ene tunte sawa. Senekitim takara. Oron taka seti yoron. Katakati shiana. Oren nakatariki untarana. Ena kaum tesi naka. Ene te ki mata kao. Esau mate ki ta shinti makana. Ene kiti maka yo makata yanakala. Wonderful. Chisha wati kaum ti senti yama. Oki kaum ti makate. Ene ke oro te ki shinti yanakatum tiana. Gene ke tiana kun tiana. And they're telling me, Keith or Torsten, do you want to say a blessing? Kikakun Tishavana. Tiana. Okay, you might be. Yeah, now, Hatuana.
I would like to bless every single creature on this planet in this time, and just to be what we are at this moment, and to be at peace with that, because it's all good. Everything is perfect, and in its complete imperfection there is perfection. So blessings to all life on planet.
Wow, Sawati, Sawata, Wata. That was what we were talking. Saguti tia unti tiana kaote sawana. I love when we get to that, because I also experience that when we are trying to say something, we are trying to also do our best in how to express that thing, but that doesn't mean that we are let's say, like, saying in the best way what we are trying to bring to earth. So sometimes can create also impressions from other brothers or sisters like oh, what is he saying, or why this is being said, chianaka utishana. But then when I get to this point in the group, when I hear someone saying something like you just say, Keith, it's like you just put it all in that sentence, Eshiana Guatiana, and that's what we are talking about today, about being at peace with yourself and understanding that you are great. You are great the way you are, and if your mind tells you the opposite, speak to your mind. Speak to your mind just like if your mind was someone else, and say, look, I know I am love. I know I am full of love, and I am divine. So, okay, I am listening to you there, but I'm not taking this to my chest. I'm not taking it personally, and I'm gonna just let myself flow. Kini ni arakatuntiana. And also it feels like that when we are chatting and talking about high vibrational things about life, because we are like that. We are complementary to each other. So you might started putting one seed, Keith, in the beginning, and then the Wesley planted another seed, and then Melissa, and then Khadija, and then me, and then we got back to you, and we got the whole plant and the whole jungle of all these seeds that has grown up. Chianaka untianak orun taikinsiana. Thank you, Keith. Chianakuanta. And you, Torsten, do you want to say something?
Not sure what else to add there.
Whatever comes from your heart.
Yes, I'm feeling blessed to be part of the group, and I'm wishing the best, and blessings goes to the group to contain that container, enables me to learn, to understand, and to feel, to go deeper into myself, to make connections.
Wow.
And blessings to the courage of Khadija. I could feel, because I'm coming from a similar place, and it was nice to hear the responses and how the group feels. So blessings to the group.
Thank you, Torsten.
Thank you, Torsten. Thank you very much. Bless you.
True, Shwana. So beautiful. Hatu Shwana ka aurum taki sintiana. So tu fama tisana taku mteanti tiki makata. Onti shanaka ontai. Enekitu nakata. So let's take this opportunity to do a guided meditation that we have been calling for a long time grounding, but that we have understood that it's not only grounding. That doesn't mean grounding only connecting to the planet Earth, Chisa Nawata, but with everything else. So let's start taking some deep breaths. And we exhale Shakorun Tiana, also with a sense of expansion. We take love from the greater sun. We start visualizing the greater sun. Let's say one sun that is there feeding all the other suns from the solar systems, in all the galaxies and in all the universes. So we start taking this wonderful energy that comes from the greater sun, that is connecting to the sun in our solar system. And at the same time, every sun from every solar system is connected also to our sun. So the energy is flowing in all directions. And we become aware of that. And we start allowing, when we inhale, we start allowing this wonderful energy to come in, to flow through us. We know that it has been always there, but we are gonna let it come in more and more quantity, more flow through us. Chishana uru, usene orko ta iurum taka. Ene katunta neki sintiana kata shuana. And when we exhale, we put the intention to expand this energy everywhere in our body. Ena kurumata aia, oranaka o te kiuntana. The same way that we will love or send love to a baby, we will start sending love to ourselves with this sun energy, Shanakuntishana, Enekintana, Sawantiniana. So you need to see a hologram of a baby to activate that love that you will give to that baby. Please do. Hanetiana, Enekintiana, that might help to activate that love. Tishana Kuntiniana. And we are just going to do it to ourselves. Kanara Untana Ishono. So we take this beautiful energy that connects all the suns in the existence, that comes also from the greater sun, and we are going to take it and expand it everywhere in our body. Kanutiana, reaching every single part of our body, every organ, cells, reaching the DNA. Tanakuntinia taka uruntisat ak anta istiana. And we integrate also the feeling of how the same way that the universe is connected to everything else, we see that universe also within us, and we recognize that connection that every organ has in our system. Every single cell, no matter what the role for each cell within the body is, they are all interacting in divine order, Shanak Untiana, in a blissful order, Tianaka Tuntiana, and we let them all together manifest that peace that we deserve. Shanakatuine Tianar, Urumaka Ataranak Ost, Iniaraka Urum, Esanarata Antiana. Okuate shakunte tikimata ikaka urun. Estana arakata istiti an orum tiaran akakurum taise. Anekarak asu usoishan. Once this is integrated, we keep taking more energy. We feel how us as a channel, we keep expanding that flow through us. And when we exhale, we consciously project this energy to every body that form us. Shenetiana, the energy body. Shanaka untiana, kianta utuiti kata. And every aspect of ourselves. Shini kiunta, otiana, contributing in this Hatitiana experience you are living here on earth. Chishana urum taka, etekiurum takata, isitiana urum takata, enekiuma tikana urukundishana. Hanekata unturumata essenchisha, anakarum desa urum takaye, shanakaraka uwata, eneka untishana katundishana. And as we keep breathing this love, this energy from the sun, tiki tiu, we also feel our chest expanding and expanding more and more. We are aware that we can take more and more of this love, and we can project it in any way we want. So we are gonna keep sending this love just in the same way you will embrace a baby. Chiana huata untuana tiana tuarana. You will be embracing yourself. Netia o tianarakata. Put the intention. Tina kawan. Enekin tuana. And acknowledge that you deserve that and everything. Chinikiana kuntianara. Enetium taka or you have always deserved Tishana to be infinitely loved. Titiana arum tistiana. And you have the choice to open up Tekiuma kati and expand Ishana katun titi titianakta. Arka kur utstuku urba ish tak ak urta. Ik ak at is ik ur tekish ak arakunt ar. Es ish ak ustika a ok ak urtu ish ak untu. Es ak aruk utik a. As shanak ak ut aisha. Ot a tisnt ak ortus a. Ekik ak urtak a. Es ish ak unta a. Enti ish intuk o a. Is aku ot a. Sha a. Aqua. We also acknowledge how important it is to feel at peace, how important it is to feel loved. This is, and we also acknowledge that we can do that also by ourselves. Shene ishi tiana onte o huanta. Understanding that by doing so, we are not taking away any of the importance that receiving love from someone else has. Tishana orum taka orum matae. Es io na onta. Shene kiumta kio tuaranaka ona. We let this power activate more and more within us. The power of loving ourselves. Ene ara wusei inere kishana. Omai kinti ni karo untai. Esa untiti titi anakala. Ora kalaiki tisi orokula. Ese teleleki kulumtaka. Arena kata si shanakala. Ene kaoti shintiana. Now we can visualize how this love, connecting and expanding our heart, also connects every single chakra in our body, every vortex of energy from where we receive and send energy. Eti tiana, uti tiana. So we start feeling how our whole system is sending and receiving energy not only from the crown chakra, but from every single chakra that is connecting more and more, allowing this beautiful and natural flow of Kundalini energy, connecting each of them. Tichianakuro, Ustikiara, Onna Katai Santana. And we start visualizing how we become also a star of light. Kankuana, the same way that the sun projects energy in all directions. We acknowledge and understand what we are. Shianatiana, a star being sending love in every single direction, from every single part of ourselves, and not only our chakras, from every pore in your skin, from every single pore in your skin. Tishana ru guata. In Tiana, we intake the energy through every pore of our skin, and we also send energy through them. Tikana tuntin tiana. And we feel how we become this shining star, this wonderful, wonderful ball of light. Naraka ortain. Aharakustanaka est inni nerakaum. Eneti niaranata kunti titiana. Kianaka wata shenti tiana. And we let this star shine more and more, expanding all the energy over the planet, on the surface, everywhere over the planet Earth. Chikiana Tishana Waka. We can visualize a wonderful tsunami of golden light covering Shianakatun Tiana, all planet Earth. Shana Uti Shanta, until embrace the whole globe. Tikiru, Tiuruma, Enetium Taka Untiana, Hatitianaku Titiana. So we acknowledge with determination that we are star beings. Panekium Tanakatun Tiana is not something that we are told of. Is in Tiana, because we also know we get these reflections, but we might need to acknowledge it by ourselves first. Otherwise, no matter how many brothers and sisters are reflecting that love and shyness that you have, this brightness that you have, Ishin Tiana, you are not gonna believe it. So let's acknowledge this light you are within. Trust. Chishana o tika uwana. Eni tiu maka hata hika kuntiushwana. Ihya naka tuntia naha tisha orohaina. You know you are the love, Jishawatina, that you send and you receive. Ene sahuata. And you know it's unlimited if you let it flow. Haturumaka Asiana. So let's set the intentions so we dissolve any obstacle in the way. Let's send the intention. Let's put the intention. Titiana. Let's set the intention. Let's Watanikiana. Let's become this wonderful light. Shakao Tiana star. Tiana Corona Kuatiti Tiana. And now we are going to send also love, this love energy from the greater sun. We are going to send it also to the heart of Mother Earth. Shara Kuosinshana. We create that column, Tiana, wonderful golden energy projected to the heart of Mother Earth. Esurumaka ataru keteirinikiuma atanaraka tuturkuishintarakaun heneki kiantaku soto ishantana. And we are going to take the opportunity to send in this column of light connecting the center of Mother Earth. We are going to put any worries or tension or problems. You might want to draw that like in a piece of paper that you can also visualize. Write down whatever is concerning you or worrying you, any akata or blocking you. Even you can write anything that in my subconscious might be there stopping me from being the light I am. Please go away or dissolve and become light. Shanati Anakaru. Ennarakatu Sintana. And we send it. We send it. We can fold that piece of paper and send it in that river of golden light that we project to Mother Earth. And we see how these piece of papers, they travel all the way to the center of Mother Earth. And we experience how everything dissolves there, in that lava, in that magma. Shishana Kurumata. Eneti Kumata, Ishana Uma, and becomes light as well. Jakawata. We let them go. Takawumate sum barakata. Free yourselves. Kawumate. Orgu tu saina. Anara te kaute kiarka ot. Asauruk matai suruma. Naraka umtachika wurum. Asauru bata isishaka. Anakarakun stishanaka. Anikyan tishanakata. Unuanakata. And as a natural response from Mother Earth, from happiness, from that wonderful, beautiful, infinite happiness that she has, we receive also love from her. Shanakuntiana. So we visualize another column of light. Tishanakuana, it can be represented in any color. Shatiana, Tiana Kutuanaka. Estiana karumatesh tarakata. Daruku suntu ine tekium tarakata ise. Ene takarum takiana. I'm feeling a pink color katishana coming from her, but it might be a different color for yourselves. Shanakatu chu and that tekium tarakata. And let that color, that vibration reach you. Netiana. Let it expand it within every aspect of yourself. Tichanaku orundata. Teneke tiatarakantu suntuyana. We acknowledge now the connection from Sun, from the greater Sun, and our Mother Earth, but as well with every single thing that exists. Expanding in all directions. Hanara tu turum taka orum natarisan tarakaum. And this pink light, I'm going to send it also to the greater Sun. First, I'm going to visualize how it reaches the Sun in our solar system. So whatever that color or energy is, send it with intention also to the Sun in our solar system. And then we see how this energy travels from the Sun to the other suns in the creation, connecting once again all of them with this wonderful energy from planet Earth. And we send more waves of love with more intentions to expand. So we intake, we shouldn't forget that we keep taking that energy from the Sun at all time, but we also send this energy from planet Earth. We share it with love, with all the other suns that will be connecting all the other planets in their solar systems. And from there, they will all project this wonderful energy, pink energy, or whatever the color is for you. It's going to also reach the greater sun. Then we acknowledge and integrate we are this divine circuitry. Netioro toti anaka ontiana tunku te santuonte. The same way that the cell in our body doesn't think to be separated from the rest of the universe that is living and making our bodies be alive. Te tien naraka ontes ontoishan. They feel as part of the whole thing. Tene shawate titianakaro. We let ourselves be also the whole thing. Neti shanakuntiana. Enough of fractalization. Fractalization has a purpose so that you can evolve also in many ways, but you can also enjoy the non-fractalization state of being. Kanara or Tai, Estishana is truly a choice. Untiana, you might need to practice because you've been Tiana, disconnected for a long time. Tiana, but many of you are already very much connected. Tiana Joanna, and understanding very much everything that has been said. Hanara, Tisiorumate, Esa Nara Kutunte Tio Marata. Nese Shuntikium Toto Shinteshu Shutu Makata. Senti Titiana. And as I always say, when we finish this exercise, we are gonna keep this connection flowing at all time. And not because we have finished a guided meditation, that means that we just stop that divine circuitry from flowing. Kishana Tuana. We know that it's always there, flowing in the background, and we can come back anytime we want to be more aware of it. Esa watara on tioroma kata isin tioromata. Onde satarutukurum taise. Tekiuko ostonto imesen tekium tara. Genetere kitiushunturum. Hatiana tosutukuma. Okay, so we gradually come back. We don't create any separation from that feeling. We don't need that. Doesn't mean that because we are going to be paying attention to something else, it means that we need to disconnect from who we are. Etiana tiana tuaranaka tus turukwaka. Seneti tiana kata. And the same way we've been feeling all this wonderful love flowing through us, we're gonna let also things to come to our heart and tell us what we would like to ask the universe, what we would like to ask, what things we would like to ask to the universe, what intentions we can set there to improve whatever state of being that we are at this moment, and also what could we send to humanity? Kinyanaka untuarana, let's say with more specific intentions. Enetus unturuma sentiara kuntiana. From being these active stars on earth, let's start setting wonderful intentions. Tianaku, tun, tiana, so that we all collaborate like every single cell in your body in the flow of life and in the flow of energy. Ene kawan tiana tiana, opening the doors fully without interruption to the whole evolution. Araka ote sonturumeshin ni arakawat. Wow, shatatu chunturukwakata. And yeah, Khadija, it's your turn first. Kata, take your time. Difficult
I
to
just
come
opened
back,
my
no?
yeah.
Shataru kutusutu shana wata. It is for me as well. Tawati sana
Mhm.
wutepa. I could go flow and flow in Changnakwa on and on.
For myself, I want to ask for to receive more self-compassion, self-love, and self-trust, and support in all like everything that I'm working on, like all the healings, all the wounds that I try to dig in and try to heal. And for the collective, in this mass awakening that's happening, I would ask if it's more gentle and it comes with ease, because sometimes it can come like it can be like so hard, and the symptoms sometimes are not, or maybe most of the time, I don't know, can be very difficult. And it's I'm asking like to be more like gentle and to let people know the truth in other ways, like in more easy ways. That's what I want to ask for. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Khadija. Hatu tu sum tu kuana. This and that one. Your heart and your words have been listened. Tianaka Wanta is what I feel from this light language. Hanaturum takao disan tuanakata. Super. Katunikiana. Kutushun tuana. Thank you, love. Jakata. And now it's Wesley. If you want to, or maybe I can go to someone else. Okay. Yes. Only a blanket. Kawata. The microphone, brother.
Hello, sorry. No, I didn't hear you.
Echiapata, do you want to set an intention?
What? Or the intention
or many?
for my for myself, the intention I'm going to work on is that I'm kind of in a position where I'll be doing a lot of physical work and a lot of it's kind of like more of an operation really on kunu kuya ta tua ta ta suya ta ta. So it's just bringing in a grander scale of awareness within the physical format. Sama tu ta tu 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 tu. I notice it's kind of sa tu 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 tu. They're starting to synchronize. Ba tu 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 tu. And yeah, I'm actually going to release as much through my body that I've been kunna tu 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 da tu 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 what I've been working on. Sanu tu 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 huka ta ta yuwa ta 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 tu ta 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 tu 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 the foundations. Sanu tu 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 Pawatatu, Katatatu, Kutututu, and the planetary stuff. Sanutu, Bayu, Kiyu, Yu, Tu. I just get recognition. Sanu, And it's just recognizing Mother Earth. Sunu you tu. How much we are connected to Mother Earth. Sunu tu. The cosmos and beyond. Muaka kieya kuyata. Suka yawata huyata ta tu. Just a grander set of awarenesses. Suya ta. Suka, Katuka, Kaiya, Kakuata, Watata. Just a remembrance of who we really are. Kinawa, Tata, Tuatata. That divine intelligence. Satuno Kua Kia Kata. Kinawa Uatata. That is so hardwired within her. Suna Kuya Tuata. Sayua, or divine essence. Mawaka, Tayaka, Tanua, Kunu, Niwata, Yuwata, Kunakiwata, viewer beyond all the stories, Suakata, Yuwata, Tunua, Sayuwata. Sunaya, I know it's important to be embracing, but we're beyond these stories. Sukuta, Tututuata, ta. And that's Sunayuwata, wish you what to say, no. That's the whole brilliance of working with intelligence. Suna yuwa tuwata, kinuwa, huyawa, because we're beyond the mind. Kanuwa, kayawa, and we're getting back into the heart. Sama wuyaka, we're expanding. Sunuwata, rejoicing. Suyuwa, kuyata, and it's needed. Sanuwa, yatuwata, tuwata, yuwa, suka, mayawa, panua, kunua. And we need it. Suka, Yuwa, Ta, we've been waiting for this. Suna, Hiya, Ta, Mother Nature needs us. Suaka, because we are the living, breathing aspect of Mother Nature. Suna, Yuwa, Ta, incarnation. Yuya, Yuwa, Tuwa, Taya. Taya, Tuyaka, Taya, Kuwaka, Na, Yuwa. Yeah, Suka, and I just get rivers, mountains, oceans, it goes through the same thing again. Suka, Tayuku, Akiya, Yahuata. We're connected to the Ola, Sanua, Tuata. And it's just remembering that again. Remembering this. Remembering that intelligence. Suka, Tayuata, that is connected to everything. Kua, Iaka, Kuna, Kuata. Suna, Oyata. Thanks very much. Sakuata. Yeah, there's a Puyawaka, the Suaka. Thanks. Paiwa.
And now it's Melissa. Hello. Ay. That has so much connection with the meditation. Embracing our baby. Shanakuru tu sunturu ikakuntiana. Oh, what a perfect place. Shakatukuata to be Hanataru Osoi Anakatai Tiana. Qué bonito. Beautiful. Aratakiana. Oh, now it's Kit.
For my own intention, I asked guidance for the next week when I will bungee jump into the abyss again to connect to everything and learn how can I connect to serve humanity at this point in time with my abilities. And for the collective, my intention is for all our brothers and sisters out there who are going through intense confusion at the moment, that they may find that little spark in their heart and can follow it to connect to what they truly are and not to get lost in the storm of confusion. Thank you.
Perfect. Thorsten.
For me, I would like to ask for assisting in my healing process, removing blockages which are there, preventing from the energy to flow completely, and to let go of things which are not serving me anymore, making space to receive more love and light. For the collective, to give them in these challenging times more clarity, to see, be aware of things, and to have the courage to step forward. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Thorsten. Thank you. Shawati, and I'm receiving the communication that every time that we set an intention, we are opening a portal, a door for that energy to come through. Kai, Tien, Tiana, Kuanta. Often we are not aware when we pray what we are doing, but we are actually opening portals of doors for more energy to come to Earth and to us and for those intentions, because that's how powerful we are. We have the power of creating multidimensionally that opening of doors and bring that energy to Earth. Ti shata untu anakata iti anakata onte ti umtakata yu okunto ishanakata. And the experience of this group from the very beginning is a confirmation of that. Kianakato oti anta iata, of the huge amount of people that contact me in a private message or making a comment in YouTube, telling me or the group how powerful that was for them and how much that meant for them in their life to change things. And that is something we are integrating as well. And we are allowing, but we are allowing it by believing in it. Thank you, guys. Katuana. And now, Melissa.
Sorry, I never realised my microphone was off. For my intention would just to be, I think with this full moon coming up, is just to release everything that is no longer serving me. Like it was what you said in the meditation about anything that was like in your subconscious that you're not even aware of. Like I just want that cleared, and I just anything that isn't of unconditional love and light just to be removed. To appreciate the sweetness of life a little bit more. And yeah, just for me personally, like just like a hormone balance as well, and maybe like an aura cleanse. And then for humanity, what were we saying, Jack? For the world, you wanted more love and kindness, wasn't it? Yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah, the relationship between Melissa and her son is incredible. It's one of these future thing that many, thanks God, many mothers and fathers are already experiencing with the children. It's so wonderful to, from time to time, to get some this feedback of what their experiences are with them, and so beautiful, because it brings always so much hope, and just to see or witness what I just seen here is, to me, means hope and trust in what we call future, because we are not alone, and we have these wonderful children that we need to look after them and also listen to them with a very open mind. And at some point, also, parents that might be watching this video, also at some point, maybe let them be the masters, because they are also here to teach us a lot from that pure heart, from that pure vibration that they are. So try to put the ego a little bit aside and let them talk to you, whatever it is, because you're going to find a lot of insight as well by listening to them. Tiana karotu satin tiana ti karaka ote santawate. I'm sure that many of you felt at some point in your life that you were doing that towards your parents as well. That you were actually something I was sharing with my sister, my brothers, when we were together, is that we felt like we were the father and the mother for our father and for our mother, instead than the other way around, what we were supposed to receive or experience. And that's what we thought, that we were supposed to receive something different, but we actually became my mother's mother, my father's father at once. So let these children also be themselves, and it doesn't need to be tagged or boxed in them being our fathers or our master or any name. Just let them be the love that they are and expand with them. Tika kuote kuata, esana kuata, because that's the path for humanity. Ka kuote tiana. And they are coming here for that. Tika wata, just as we came to also contribute for that path to be clearer and more expanded, for them to release their love and energy and their missions on earth. Katu tisandaka aworo tukulturu matate shantokwana. Yes, so for myself, I want, like Torsten said, to receive more healing. Is always welcome. Healing means healing not only in the physical, means healing in all the aspects of myself as well. Tiana, and my family tree that I feel very connected to. In the same way that I feel very connected to all my brothers and sisters, soul brothers and soul sisters. For me, that is also my family tree. So basically, I want to receive healing love for me and for everyone. Tiana Katu, Tiana, and also let that love expand that much that it could also ease the times that we are all living here on earth. Kianaka or Tiana, and that includes also the economy that we are facing. Recently, I received a message from a friend from a school after 26 years that we haven't talked the way that we exchange messages, and he was questioning if there was something wrong with himself, because no matter what he was doing, he was struggling with economy a lot, and he has had brilliant ideas in creating different projects and things, and he keeps receiving from life a negative feedback, like something is not working. So he started wondering if something is wrong with him. And obviously my answer was, there is nothing wrong with you. I think we are living all this crisis. We are all living this. And what we didn't imagine before is that this crisis wasn't going to be only in the news, but it was going to also knock in our doors. And everybody is understanding now that we are all in the same house, that we are all in the same planet. And the problem that someone shows there in the news is our problem too. So we are getting there to understand in a way, or in many ways, that everything is really our problem, because we are part of the collective human. Tishanakuata, Titianakatu, Tusuntukuana, the human light. Enetikium taka. So, yes, please, universe, light entities, multidimensional gods and goddesses, please send us light to face and be the best way possible in these difficult times that we are all living. Takuote orokos instata ontiana. And remember what Wesley said before. You are beyond all of that you see, and you have the power. Really, you have the power. We have the power. We have the power, because it resides there, and it's coming out. It's coming out. Tika kutoro kuo sonto nte chokute esianakwata. Okay, so now if you like to contribute in any way you like, those who speak light languages, you can share your light languages. If you want to sing in your own language, you can activate the microphone and sing in your own language. You can play an instrument you like, whatever you want to dance, like sometimes I have in the Spanish and Portuguese groups, that they play they activate the camera, and you see them there dancing in the background, Chisanak Ote Tikuanta, which is also a very positive form of expression, and letting all this density just becomes smoother and flow through us. Let the channel be wider and wider, and not holding to anything at all. All right, Shatakwa, if you are at home, you can also set your intention. If you are watching this video, you can take the opportunity to also set your intentions. It's not really needed or necessary that you are here, because all is quantum and all is connected, like in the meditation we were sharing and feeling. So set your intention, if you like, for yourself and for humanity. And all together we will be opening more doors of light, more portals of light, because we have that power, as we said before. We have that power when we set an intention to open another door, to bring more light to earth, when we put that intention with our heart. That's how powerful you all are. Makata is Santa Rokuntishana. And at home, the same. If you're watching the video 1 month later, doesn't matter, anytime. Ishana Tuana, everything is quantum and time doesn't exist. Everything is happening now. So go ahead and join us. And the more we are, the more we will be bringing light to earth, Takuonta, and everyone else. We will smooth the process, as Khadija was also asking, Katisha Nakuntiarakata, and we will all benefit from it. Tisha Nakatu, Ote Kiyumata. Be part of it. Be part of this human project. Takuata in evolution and ascension. Takakuantekio. Hurua. Shini kurti kiaraka uhoto so tikaka arana. Atoro kostaiki. Atekatatau etekiumate. Itu ombai te takao te kapu tekiumata. Sana o teki ma shawo tekiumata kai te tekiumata kai. Anake toko santakata ostai sadako. Tanaka te tekiumata ne tawa te kawaya na maya na kawai tanawa te uma. Anawe kataun matai tanaun tadai nakaun tain nauwari sakaum takais tentekium taise tekium tane takaum senaka ati tanaka kun takata shium makate satai tanaka tu anakahiti anakau titi Anai vede neki uma kapasho tanaka kaite kontataki titiana otakasi titiana odoto shanaka tun taneki wataishataka onneteki yamakata seneo akaisa aurunaka sini yakahutaka sataikiana Soka kaote kisa taka otaka ota ishata hene. Hotaka te shakoata. Hataku tai kawaka. Dosanete eo onoko ise. Sanata aro sataka oteki umata te shantigan taka ue te kawaka. Tenaka kutoko santakata usente ki waka ikawaka enaka tu sata intakawata ana o takamate satana aiseti iyo aikita unta anaka anda na esa taka unta as itara akaukatishana ogoata niana Tenekiun tanaka ata isa anaka ohata. Das awanakata ianaka iana. Ianaka ianaka. Ianaka isana ota isana oata iana. Kontaine kakuo teso to su amaisha nako tasan tatako ta.
Yare shaka tiama kutu to yare shaka. Ini tiamo roshaka tiamo koti yare shaka tiamo kutu to yare shaka tiamo koti yara. Ini tiamo koti ama kashik ni tia roshokota tiamo kata tia roshaka tiamo katiara. Iamare shaka tiamo kutu te yare shaka tiamo katiamo no te yare shaka tiamo kutu te yara. Ini tiamo rashakati marashakati mokotu tiara. Ini tiamo roshakati mokoti areshakati mokati areshakoti amati roshaka. Ini tiamo roshakati marashakati manati roshakoti tiamanati roshakati mokoti ara. Imo roshakoto te roshakati ni tiamo rashakanati mokoshakanande tiamo kati arashak. Iaremo reshikati mokati mokutu tia reshikati mokutu tia reshukutu yamanatio. Anitia marashakoti anatia mokate yaron shunote tota.
Shavakas oshakaru shat aranatu sai shataka sisantu danakista nakavo. Tarakokuak Aisawashanak Aota Andara Esuaka Anaka Adikataku Tikitikamakateki Kumateka Woman Anawotako Tikiataka Machataku Tekawama Anako Tekatako Toto Ineke Wamakatai Shanakatan Ana sana o te tanakau tatane tanakau te tanakau te sumai ne kana ana tali ne takau makatane takau te de ki matakate takau tu suntai ni kiuma tanakau tu kuntu suntu ishe
Yenata tu wakatana ia uasa su wakata kuni ia kumba ni atumba iwa uatata uata ni ia ua mai akatututu muaka mui ua suatata uiatata ua muya kini eki iawa Suatata huia kini aku mai auata mai atu atata uata muia kana kua iawa mua kia ia kua tata uatata iwatata mauata uiatata kumai ia kaka kuiata suata ia uata muia kia uata iwa ua muia kumba ea kaya kaua kuia kua taya suya wata mua kata ini ea kumba ea Sawaya suya kata kunya ya ua moya kua Maya wata tu baya kutata kini ya kuya tata uya tata uya wata umuya muaka kuya kini ya wa
Taguan tadi tantauan taki. Jaka kutu kuantai kana. Ontata kacana kaku kantati kaku mat kaku cana kaku.
mata
kata isin takana. Taka tutu sana uana kata intanama atata tu tanaka tintanama ukuata tanaka kuata tine kuana kata toko soto ishona kiteke waka anaka uota kaita taka kutoko yasa taka wakata taka ku tiki amakatus Tanaka tu mataki matakase.
putu kuyutukua
Saka o de kimete ku.
iwa suwata suwata moya kua prasha kiota matata tu tatata tini kiwa yawa
Atika
sunewa
tu tati
matata tu matata yoka kutata batata tu
Sana kuo te kiu makata. Takuana. Tuana ka isyawana. Hukuantanika wana. Ona isata. Enekiu mata sataina.
Kikuka kata tu papa yewa kumba iya tumba iya umba
Suaka isata o susana. Ontai kun tuana.
Masa kuata kini yewa tumba yewa
Tishana kurana. Tisana
yewa
huaka.
nuwa tata mayewaka kini wewa
Kanetsa suoreka kuutana. Tana orang ta estetikoaka. Hana te suuntara. Seneti kuata te tiana. Kuata te tiana. Te tiana. Katusa te tiana. Tene kawamata esurumaka. Hanara tu te shun tu tiana. Honara iseshoka tuontai enara kun saishana kushana ishawa. Nekagunte de te kisun tu shenti intishuntara. Anara katasun shana seshuaka. Seswara katishana maka naishana manata enekyu.
Masata tatu. Masatu tatu. Ai, mua. No ia umwe. Mo tua kambo kunuke. Suata mai kunu te kuki we. Mukiniki we. Mua. No. No.
Sisana kuhattakaro. Shura kawaro ta ko kaktua sak awak. Aduna asauma aches awokuma as an ainewa mahise huan anawan nas awum eseichin awum tai nakauna aseyana enakauna seyan nakauna enauma anaisewun esenaka anakara sanahum ata to tete yana.
Satata ua tata maya kuna kiwa. Paia tatu ata ia mawa. Mua sata nuiaka. Kini ia hua. Hua ta ia wata mua kata. Ia tata. Husata. Husata ia ta mua kata. Kini ia wata. Oa sata, iwata, tunuata, ta, niea, muata, kunakua, niwa, sua. Sukata, iwata, uata, ia mama, uata, kuta, tu.
Arana patsutaka, tishana matsuku tukwata, tishana makachu chuchkuta, ineka kuchikana, tukuwapa, tikiu tuturkataka, kututurkitaka, or bakatakata kute shindikaka, onaka ina, onina uchana, ushinar takushan, nina kakuchana, uro tuku shindikaka. Michakadaka kuchaka, niñaka ontuku shutika, tishintiki kawakata, niku tatikana, uchishanaka, uchikana, iyaka kuchikana, shinakawata. Rana kuntante na kawa mata kintana kumpane kiti kintana kau atina kata tina kata tina kata titianaka chonaka tinaka o kuatate eosuana.
Muasatata tuakata kiniakua shaia maiwa suata iata kuatata siuata tuata tanataia nia muasaia kutua taia koia kuma nawa aya hua saia tana kuata kuata kiowa saiowa ta wa maiwa ta tu mata tu kata tu kuka kitiki kua kata kua iawa suata mawata uata hiatata kineo kuata kaua sauata tua maya kua ka kia kiwa suata ua huya shane ia kata kutata uya tata ini ia kumba iaka kuata uye miawa puaka puaka niki wasata uyata tuata piuata tumayawa muyawa powua kia wasa samakata ua paya kunaka uata ia mata uata miya kunaha wasata suni wa muaka kine yakawa kaua ie aua ie Maya wata nuata uata maiaka batata
Anitia Marisha Katia Marisha Nototea Risha Natia Mukuta Tia Risha Natia Makuta Tia Risha Katia Mukuta Tia Risha Initia Morosha Katia Marinitia Morosha Katia Mukutia Risha Katia Mandatia Roshuka Initia Marisha Katia Mukuti Titia Rosha Katia Mututia Rinitia Kutataya Ianatia Rosha Katia Nitia Makuta Tia Risha Kunutaya Rinitia Morotata Iamarisha Katia Mokuti Tia Risha Kanatia Mokati Rosha Katia Mokati Rata Iamarosha Kanatia Mokuti Tia Risha Kanatia Marisha Katia Mokuta Tayara Iamokuti Yarini Tia Marini Tia Marosha Katatia Mokata Risha Kamanatia Iamonota Yarisha Kanatia Marosha Kanitia Rosha Katia Nota Yarata Your infinite beings, Arinitia Morosha Kaditia Makatia Risha Kanatia Mokotiara Ianitia Marisha Kanatia Maratia Risha Kanatia Mokotia Risha Kintia Madatia Rata Anitia Marisha Kanatia Makatia Risha Katia Matatia Mokotia Ianitia Marishikanatia Makitia Roshakatia Manatia Reshakanatia Mokotiara Anetia Mokoti Titiare Titia Monotaya Reshakatia Makushukota Ianatia Mare Shikini Tiaro Shaka Natia Manatia Reti Mokotiara Imonanatia Makashi Kitia Maroshukatatia Manatia Reshakatia Mokotiara Initia marasha kutotia rishikanatia marashaka. Initia maroshakanatia niti panitia roshakotitia rashakanatia marashaka tayarata. Initia maroshakototia rinitia makatia natia mokotiara. Initia marashakatatia mokotia rishikanatia marashaka. Initia marashaniti makatia natia mokotitia rishikanitia ma. Initia roshakotia manatia reshaka. Anatia morosho tatia manatia reshakanatia. Omatatia roshakonotia natia mareshkanatia roshakote teara. Amakatia mokoshakata.
Sahuta samta ikawotus antara wansana kuntana. Entine tikiuntaka antara untisetiana. Ohana isana kaayana. Hunwana kataintiana. Hatuntiana. Sinchana kawantana.
Masata tua tata kuna kia ya kaka. Kuta tua ya sa. Sawa tata kini chu. Kana kini kuma. Mayu tutu. Tata tatu wata. Nai ya kata kuwa kaka. Kumba iya uasa. Suwa kata. Kuya katua. Maya kata kata kuta tu 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 tu. Shiuko tua tata tata tua tata kini wa suata sauata tua tata kini ya wa saya mamuaka puasata sama iya kata kuna yo wa suya wata
Tawata isana darak awana. Zasu tanaka undara.
Una kiokua.
Umara kasonaka undiara na sishan akantana.
Nuya waka tuwaka.
Sishan ahunak awamata inik istak aro kontak a.
Kututukunga kia kumba.
Ak okwatak. Ik itak ak otis atak oko katak ikat oko katak
kakuga kakiwa kakawa.
Atakuta ikauta sisha ak akitak ak otanak akat otis anta akayanak okak shak akwak etikak. Sawanak aishanak ak. Jas amwama seso apa isawa tisaba chisana. Takaru hatiana otese de oko onna anai eta inna aku maine Tau uru kate eseana ruka
Miwa.
anta kaistana.
Shawata.
Tos
Suaka.
tikindikiana.
Kinoayata.
Kaviana kuana. Tekiana. Tos esa is itiana. Ta
Sinatu.
itana. Tiana.
Tuyo. Payota.
O te kia wapa kata se shio oku o soto o shin te kiwa.
Muyota. Utatutua. Tuyota.
Ata te sa o te kia tuku o ta
Oh,
isotoko o ta ka itata.
Matu katatu kati kiti ku kiti ku.
Jutiki chitanaka o toko seti o toko isi iti
Oh, tata
itiana.
tutu tatati tu katatu ku. Kiku. Muiku. Kanukuwa. Miwa. Suyuwa. Tayukuwa. Kumbayukuwa.
Ana os o ene es ene aka aena ara oko te es oko otaka ene te ki o tuku isite. Hatuku unta.
Pasatata. Tu. Patatatu. Patatatu. Te ku ki ku ki. Huyi. Uku. Wiku. Kiku. Wiku. Sutu. Su. Mi. Ku. Ki. Batata. Kuya. Tata. Uya. Tata. Mayu. Wayo.
Una kau taika. Itanama.
Sayawata.
Tu
Sayawata. Muakata.
itanata. Kitanata.
Awa. Tayaka.
Aquana iteki indiana.
Kiana shauata. Iyakawata. Uyata.
Takus oaka ai entu okoaka. Setes anta ato oko oteke ete isetoku ontua.
Kuka. Tata kuka. Kinikie. Kumba. Kuaka. Yawa. Tua.
Samateka atur oko oteretiki isana. Ete tara anta intianara oko tus intine telepatika inkana. Tesata
Patutututu.
tes antu antoku kuntu istenti kim turupa.
Kiniki. Matutatu. Kata. Kiki. Kuka. Katatuka. Kuta. Kietu. Su. Sa. Su. Sa. Su. Su. Mu. Miakika.
Titiana. Akumputo titiana. Hatu aka otos oane aote isao ona aeaka uota aneka oto ososhonto ishana ako ota sete kiyota. Titiana ka ote titiana. Titiana.
Inakuata, uyawa, suata, mamuka.
Tsuka intaka. Oto soto
Yukuata,
oka
noyowa.
isata ikada.
Samama kuyaka waka.
Pahu sa isa unta kagutsisa.
Sayatata wotata. Masuyata toayata.
Susana. Eki tuku tutu
Mata kuta
kako
tutu.
kiti titiana.
Patututututua.
Sana kusana isi shuti ki titiana ka untu tu suntuana titiana ka wata isanta uku tiana. The connection has been establishing na tukuata titi kata kuntuana. Estiniana another level tishana otu shenna. Ete te suntu son titi kakuntu ona. You do so every time you open up Tikanta Antiana is Intiana Unte and you send love to someone Titana Unta Eti Titia Tia Nakuata be love in action Tikanta Ote Sitana Kunte is Titianaka Oti Tiata Tekita Nakuti Tuana. You can break through any barrier. Katu sana isinta ete titiana, and you know that kate titiana. You can break just by being love. Tika na tu sta ni titiana, focusing too much intana kitiana. In that puts you away from that vibration. Ene es au te ti tuata ti ana. Ti ana is your choice taking ti ana ku unta. Istana onta ika tu ana. Isanta ti is a process of recognition. Recognizing your power tikanta iana tu ana. Es intana and you are doing great. Shtakunta est itushunta inti tiwaka. When you connect to a brother or sister in a similar vibration, tini nianak uana, the impact of that love and energy will tell you how much you have advanced, how much you have expanded in this experience. Tuana. Don't put your attention only to that is lowering your energy. Sant awaka is ianakata. Pay that attention to tikana, these holy moments that you have with reconnecting and connecting and remembering with your brothers and sisters. Kishana Kuntana, that divine reflection will tell you how much more you are. Te is in this dimension as well. Tina tunte est inta anta ita anku. Tu tiana. You are in that process of recognition in this dimension tiana, to remember that light you are. Kanta onte is iana, and you are breaking through any boundaries. Shu tuina te titiana ka tu ishintana. Eti tintiana ka kuntitiana. Ene te titiana tu anta. Persist, but not by putting pressure in yourselves or in these things that are happening around you. Trust that everything is flowing as it should be. Enetak atetium eticum tuana, as in so many levels you are awakening by going through these experiences. Enetak untiana, recognizing your powers will make the experience much better. Kati tiana kunte entiono. Etiana kutiana kutus tuana. We all light beings admire you for what you are doing. Chanak awoto usintianak, because your life experience is really unique to us and for yourselves. Katutikana is antitanaka. The way you experience things doesn't exist anywhere else. Es auto ost itin tanaka aro. Es in tanaka au kuntuana. And you are bringing the light there where many thought that it was impossible. Tenekiwanaka wata. And you are shining divine stars and beams. Hinyadakuntuana through density. Enetiana, showing to all the existence the powers of love. Tenetekium tu ostinaka, otinakata. So don't give up in yourselves. Don't give up in your brother or sister. Katum, enakatum tiana. Estinakatum tiana kaum. Haratakurana. Eshanakum tiana. Thank you, Atawate, Sawati, Tiakamoto, Sotahiti, Keukutu, Sutu, Sutu, Sutu. Nate auto sitiana, ate sitiana, ate sitiana. How was that, Khadija?
I feel like now, like my body is like a channel of energy. I can feel energy more now, and I don't know. That's all I
That's
can
okay.
say.
It's okay
Yeah.
to don't know.
Also,
But,
my mind, there was so much activity in my brain, in my mind, like my crown and more in my crown. I felt like something. I don't know. I can't explain it, but it felt like I was receiving something.
you were.
Yeah, but it's a big change. Big change. I can feel it's like more now. Yeah.
I could see like holographically the whole space that we are creating all together here, and how all our love and light were opening up like a representation of the whole human collective. Esantai Tiana Sutukin. So the whole thing that I was visualizing was entirely us here in the group, together sharing this love and energy, but we were working somehow multidimensionally, opening up chakras, opening up aspects of ourselves that they are still there, blocked or stuck, removing, allowing, purging a lot to flow, a lot of density coming out from everyone. At the end, I realized that that wasn't only our space, it was the whole collective human light. And they were like our chakras, they weren't like they painted in these drawings that we see. They were really, really huge. They were really, really like tornadoes of massive, massive light, and in a way they were showing us how great we are, how much we can be when we allow it to be. Shanteni titiana kuata estini kunta as isantawata. And there were a lot of, obviously, collaboration, dialogue, conversations in helping humanity, how to expand, how to keep evolving in a way, because as I said before, we are already evolved, but let's say evolving through this experience here in this dense level. Tikan tau tis to inti. And a lot of love shown by many beings, extraterrestrial and non-extraterrestrial, telling us that if we have reached this far, we should be really, really, really proud of ourselves in how much we have been, dealing with and overcoming, and they really admire. That was the feeling. They were all admiring us for being who we are. They really consider us really powerful beings, and they are just like excited about that moment when we start trusting more ourselves. And you will feel, hopefully one day, you will feel that something unlock, or sometimes there are things unlocking in a very slow motion, let's say, and we don't even realize that we are unlocking these things, but sometimes happen like in a whole, like a lot there, like poof, it happened all at once, and you say, what is this reality? One of the feelings you get is to feel very vulnerable, very, very like naked in front of everything, and then you need to go through a process also of adaptation to the new version of yourself. And we are constantly doing that. We are constantly removing, healing, transcending. We do it in, let's say, gradually and slowly, because we need to adapt also to the new versions of ourselves here on Earth. If everything will be unlocked like all the times, like all at once, sometimes the shock with reality will be unbearable, very unbearable. So there is intelligent process in this divine plan that is going on and flowing, and we are getting there. And and anything else that I add, it won't make much sense, because like Khadija says, it's difficult to say everything that I went through there and I experienced there. For me, it's much easier to express it with light languages and with the love that I feel when I'm expressing these light languages. Gracias, Khadija. Thank you. Shukran.
Thank you.
And Wesley, how was your experience?
It's funny because there's like I hear a lot of acknowledgement and recognition kind of going on at the start, and actually what I got was, for me, it was actually just acknowledging and recognizing the spiritual doctors that are like suka ta kuna kuya ta ta, that they're doing so much work, suya ta ta, because that's a big part of this whole grand scale of sunu yuwa katua kata ta kinuwa ta ta. Yeah, they're just fine operators and they know what they're doing in the Sunuya Tatu. So yeah, I needed to say that. So you what so that might be a bit of information that's been transferred through. Yeah, there's many things happening at the same time. Like at the start I was getting Anubis was just like, we just hear me like Anubis.
Helping to transmute the energy.
Sunuya ta tu yeah. Yeah, there's been a lot of clearing. Yeah, tu. But I know you started start. Sunuya ta. Can you go tu tu. And yeah, the Sphinx was just like so. It was actually here, man. Kutu, which is interesting. But but then there's other stuff operating as well. Like I had this crocodile's eye, just like it was just there, crocodile's eye, and I'm like, oh, whoa, this is wild. Yeah, and then I felt a lot of support from the grandmother, Sukinikiwaka. Yeah, support, grandmother support.
Yeah.
Just to balance out the whole gig. But yeah, amazing. Good work. And that's guess what I got. That's what we were saying. There's good work being done. So
yeah.
So yeah. Sana wiyata tu kata kuyata.
Thank you for contributing and making it possible. Hatu sun tu ishana. Hatu shuntai tiana wata recognition and integration. And you, Meli?
I'm just going to write it in the chat if that's okay.
Yeah. Okay, lovely.
Actually, Melissa,
Yes.
there's one thing Melissa, I ended up opening up a page, and it was just a random page of a crystal book, and it was actually, it's called, I'm not sure would you get it over in your land, but I think it's more America. It's called Gardenite, but it's actually to do with it actually, what you were talking about. It was just basically words just popping out of the book, and it was to do with, you were talking about the aura, and it was, yeah, so, maybe there's an old Gardenite it's called anyway, so, it says angelic assistance, willpower, manifestation, aura repair, and increased life force, regeneration, and there's connection with the earth, fire, all the chakras. Yeah, just totally random. Like, as soon as I opened it, I just started going through the aura and all that stuff started to kind of pop out of the pages. So, just, you might, like, when I look at it, you probably won't get it in your line, but you might come across it in the crystal. So I don't know.
How did you spell it, brother?
So it's GUARDIANITE. So it's Gardenite. I never even heard of it.
Thank you. No, me neither. But yeah.
No, it's interesting.
Nothing comes by accident.
Yeah, no accident.
I don't want to interrupt. Can I ask a question, please? Because I have to go. I am working tomorrow, and it's too late.
Yes.
I want to ask Wesley because one day I've heard you, Ismail. You told him he's an engineer, right?
My job? No, you're talking about my real job.
I mean, like you studied engineering or something like that.
No. I'm actually, my job is actually, I'm more like in the physical, really. So I'm more, they call it a mason. I'm a mason. So I work with building houses and buildings, and yeah. So it's like, they use a trowel. They use trowels and they use bricks and blocks and stuff. But a lot of work I do is kind of metaphysical. So I'll be building houses, but there's other stuff as well. That's like, yeah.
Yeah,
so
I was just thinking, like, sorry for interrupting.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, because there is someone, like he's an engineer, and they don't really they are not like into spirituality, but I feel like he's very intuitive, very spiritual. I feel like he can be open to these things, you know. So I was thinking if there is some way through physics or like some book that can open like some insight for him, so he can like.
To be honest, what I work with is kind of kunuwaka tuwaka. It's a different style of a book. It's the energetic book, but you could you know, I would say if you just it depends what he's looking for. So a lot of it's just what he's looking for. Like for me, I suppose what happened to me is it's just communication. So I communicate with the buildings, I communicate with land, I communicate, and it's kind of like the ancients would work with certain star systems and work with alignment and work with it's all geometry anyway. So it's
I mean geometry, like some book that he's like.
I don't have any. To be honest, I've no like books and stuff like that. It's kind of a lot of what I will work with is kind of like my intuition. I pick up books, like I have a crystal book and I've got a book on angels, but I haven't read it in like on and off probably years. And I've got another book. So I might have, but I've no kind of real book on, I don't think I've even picked up a book on geometry. Or maybe I should pick one up. Even the certain names and stuff, a lot of it's just my own. You see, I'm not very logical. And I'm not structure based, so a lot of it's just like just working with spirit, really. Because you see, that's a lot to do with the language as well. You see, it's not really this or it's not really that, but you could say it's this or you could say it that. It's kind of different, and it's just connecting more to the heart, really. So I don't know. I could like I remember I shared like I was like what I would work with. I remember I shared some information to a friend. She started crying when I shared it because I don't resonate with some people they're well known in the sacred geometry world. I don't resonate with what the thing because it doesn't resonate. Like I get there's a lot of structures and what the dynamic that's happening with what I'm doing, it's kind of structured but not structured at the same time. And I've always been like that, to be honest, in school and stuff. Like, I'm not I was probably the worst in the class at a lot of subjects. So I'm not an intellectual based. I'm not like in maths. I was like probably the second or third worst in the class at maths. But then as well,
I math as well.
Yeah. But then as well, what's with this intelligence, it's actually where maths comes from. So it derives from maths. So it's like having the maths, but and not saying one's better than the other, but it's on a grander scale, really. It's before it comes into formication. Actually, it's before it comes into into the field. It's like having the maths before it comes into breaking it down, and then it's kind of broken down by the mind anyway. But at another level, we're going to be on it. So, I don't know, I didn't even answer your question there, but I wouldn't know. There's a guy called Draveldo. He's into sacred geometry. A lot of stuff like what I would resonate would be like kind of old. They'd be like old mystics. Like I would kind of get like who do I resonate? I'd resonate with Hermes. I resonate with Hermes. Like a lot of his stuff, I would just I just get it. Like, and it's funny because some of the stuff I would read is the stuff that I would experience. So I get it. Like, who else would I resonate with? That just pops into my head. That's just in there now. Plato, I'd imagine Plato, but I still don't study that. But I would imagine that's the basics of what Plato was probably working with. Buddha, I suppose, even though I don't really study Buddha, but I would imagine that I kind of resonate with the explanation and stuff, and going through different dimensions and getting caught up in even the spiritual information and well, so there's no books really yet, but books. One of my friends introduced me to an old mystic, but it relates to a lot of current stuff that's happening in society. Jacob, actually, but the reason he kind of shared it to me is because a lot of stuff that he would have read about, because he would have studied, would relate to kind of what I would be sharing it. But I truly think that your biggest book and your most knowledgeable book is your book. It's your book, and I think that's where we're at. I think the books are what they are. They're just a remembrance of who you already are, and some of them you just you're like, all right, I don't get this, or I don't get that. But the books, like, it's all just putting it, like, information being put in front of you, and the main level is like you're just connecting back into deeper aspects of yourself. Like, so it's the living breathing, and I suppose you could say you're the field, like, so you're connecting to the field once we become more aware of it. But I still love listening to stuff. I actually stopped listening to stuff. I think it was 2014, maybe 2015, 2014, 2015, 2016. I kind of stopped listening to stuff because my inner dialogue was relating to what I was getting off the books, and then I was wondering, am I getting this from the books? And then I stopped. I was like, oh, right, there's cross interference here, and at the stop, I stopped for probably on and off for 2 years, I suppose. But no, I dive into it. I listen to stuff because I just like listening to, as I said to a few there, like, for me it was 2000 and maybe, I think it was in Toronto, and it was I relate to even the Pleiades, like the connection of the Pleiades, or some people they'll be channeling the connection of the Pleiades, or just the whole conceptual understanding of how reality is,
I understand.
Because like, for me, I'd be told, this is that, or that's that, and that's that. So I feel that there's aspects of ourselves that's beyond this reality that we can embody in this reality, and we can rock a different waveband, really. So we're rocking different frequencies from different planetary systems, really. So that's the grander scale that they say is happening, is that we're starting to remember who we are. We're starting to communicate with different intelligence. Telepathy is our natural language, really. It was a way of communicating. We didn't even need to talk. We just already knew, like. So, but it's the densities in the fields here. But then it's like anything. It's like we still have this telepathic communication, except we mightn't recognize it because there's so much things going on within our cycle of carnations anyway. And yeah. So with your friend, meditation, I'd say is amazing. Meditation, and then it depends what drawing him to, like, what's drawing him into the engineer, become an engineer, and does he love it? And because I think sometimes we learn a lot through the metaphysical field from what we do, and sometimes it's like, right, we do something that's not an alignment, whatever, but still learning, And like, I remember meeting a lady. She's an architect, and she's super tuned in, like, with geometry. There's actually, I met her at a sacred geometry workshop. I shared a couple of stuff, she was asking me where to learn it, and I just thought there. I said, look, I don't know any of the names that you're talking about, but what I did ask her, I said, what's your job? And she said, I'm an architect. Is it perfect? I said, you can. They said the ancients used to work with these buildings, and they were able to resonate the light, really transmit light transmissions, and they were able to just make particles dance. Like, not they're not dancing anyway, but of a more optimum level. So that's what the ancients used to do. They were able to they were able to build structures, and they were able to transmit intelligence into the intelligence is there anyway, but to bring in a more harmonic understanding. They're running orders, really. The ancients were running orders. So what's happening on the planet is there's people that are within the carnation. They're human, but they're working with orders that are beyond the earth field, really. So the intelligence has been it's resurfacing. So they're on quests. Some of them are on quests, and they're meeting each other. So we're waking up. I think the planet, the job, the I know I'm kind of gone away from the whole sharing of certain stuff, but the planet's waking up, and we're starting to feel, these frequencies, and they're needed, and they're being transferred through. And the only reason I go back to the book, not even the books, but I go back to these guys again, where Plato and all these things, is as soon as I bring it up, they just start popping into my head, or certain things that they might do, because they were working with them, like the ancient mystics that were working with geometry, really, because they knew how to encode certain information, because they were beyond certain bandwidths. So they were able to resonate within the field, They were able to synchronize information, and they were, they were masters, like they were masters of it. Lots of them didn't want to be called masters, like, but they were masters. They're alchemists. They were basically shifting consciousness as best they could within certain current situations within society. And that's where we're in. We're in another big change, but it's a grand scale of the planet waking up, like. So, yeah. And that's not to say it's going to be. Then it's choice. Then as well as choice. Like, well, what can we do? What can we do to shift it? But then, and it's remembering how much of an impact you are, like, and how much of an impact we are, and how much of an impact we are going to rock the planet, and that's what's happening. And the game, like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. My idea was like just how to present like this world to him, like just to open his eyes, like to because there are a lot of, like, now science, they are they're exploring consciousness and beyond the physical now. A lot of people, like, now they are not just, and I just I don't know, I was thinking, like, because you are talking always about sacred geometry, and I think
I don't even know the names. I don't even know the names.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But that's what it is. It's pure mathematics.
Yeah, yes. So I was just thinking, like sacred geometry would be like some door for that, since I
think it's maybe like sometimes it's been easy in a way, like, because it's the individual has to be ready to receive it, because it's like and it's because funny, because I'm explaining this, but because there's different levels of vibration, different levels of understanding. Not saying one's better than the other.
Yeah, I understand.
It can fly over their heads, And then if sometimes we might say something to certain people, not saying you, I'm just saying it in general, they won't get it. It'll be or because
that's it. Because sometimes
they don't understand it, and then they're like they want to understand it because they don't get it, and they're like they don't get it. I do not get this. So you're like, I don't know, I don't get this. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe, and if they get it, and that thing is, they might even get it in this lifetime or lifetime or lifetime. Some of them might, and some might even get it in a different field of existence. But you totally present it, and I think it's I suppose, I would imagine it's mathematics again. It's probably maybe sharing it from an angle that's similar enough to himself, that he could digest. Because, some people can't digest, like certain, like if you go into the whole esoteric side of it, like in the mystic side of stuff, like people, like, like there's probably 90% of people won't get it, like.
True. Yeah. I just have this intuition that
maybe more actually. Sorry.
Or maybe
no, sorry, maybe more. Sorry, I said 90% might be more, but it's grand. Yeah.
Thank you for your answer. Or maybe he has to. I don't know. It's meant for him to find it through something else. Just my intuition is telling me that he might be. I don't know. It can.
Well, you might be you might be of guidance too. So you might be of guidance, like so if you're getting that guidance, and then it's just presented. So it's like, if you feel he's intuitive, you might say, all right, geez, I see this ability, you like that, you're intuitive, and then if you, like, that's what's happening, because what I noticed the last couple of years is before, like, the intellectuals are starting to wake up. That's what I'm starting to recognize, maybe and I know it from group gatherings as well, that but it's bringing in two sides of it. Like, that's what we need. We need because a lot of it's like supposed to be like scientific fact and this and that, but it's if they can start feeling this and start recognizing this, that's when you start seeing huge changes. Like.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, but it will because they're listening to everything needs to be scientific fact. It's supposed to be so solid. Where if the scientists are actually starting to recognize it, feel it, see it, understand it, and it's running through them, they don't realize it. They're looking for they're actually searching for what's running through them. That's interesting. They're searching for what's already running through them. So they're searching for themselves through whatever other thing. And it goes, it's funny because it resonates the cells. So it's running through it, and it's the field, like it's quantum field. But yeah, I would imagine whatever way you could present it, and then it's up to himself if he resonates with it or not. But yeah, it'd be brilliant if he resonates with it. If not, then it's grand as well.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's just
he's on his journey. Everyone's on their journey, exactly. Yeah. And the same thing again, like what you experience. I'd imagine he's just come from a totally different. But if you see it and you recognize it, they will. They'll get it. Like I know it from certain people that, that I share certain stuff with. A huge percentage wouldn't get it. They wouldn't get it. Like, they don't get it. But then there's a percentage that get it. Some people have studied certain stuff, they'll get it. Like, and you know, it's perfectly fine because that's where, you know, some people have like the stuff I don't understand, the stuff about certain stuff, or I'm not interested in understanding, and the stuff that I could study that would be of benefit as well. But it depends on what I'd be called to do, because I think it goes back to yourself again. You should listen to your to your innate being, like. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah,
if it's meant to be for somebody to explore something, it will happen. Because even for me, I never knew about anything about I always hear like about meditation. It was like something cool to do, to relax, but it was like and also it was so impossible for me to sit still and just close my eyes and meditate until I started to I was pushed to heal myself. It's through that I started to find out about meditation, breath work, like all this inner.
But you're doing great. You're like there's huge, like amazing shifts I can see from you. You're doing, you're like you seem super chilled out. Like Well, you like you feel. I would imagine you feel it. Yeah, you feel super chilled out. Do you feel chilled out? You seem it. Like you seem like
Like, oh my God.
That's exactly that. But that's the whole. You see, we could be like, see, we're in a reality, and there's so much information as well. And I don't talk about information, but I'm talking about this kind of different information, and that's what's happening. We're going through the feeling like, whoa, this is kind of cool, and that's what's happening. Is the field is like, it's like what we're doing. Like we're all doing it, of course. Like it's like we're flipping like a radio station. We're like just flicking just twisting the dials, like, and I imagine you're a huge part of this shift as well. That's the whole plan. Like that's when they talk about all the higher levels and all this and that that's the whole plan. That's
true.
All the expansive stuff, but super stuff.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, no worries, Victoria.
Thank you.
No worries.
Thank you, Ismail too, and who's else here? Kit and Ersin, yes.
Thank you. Good
thank
night.
you very much.
Lovely to
Have a good night.
see you too.
Thank you.
Nanawa baisa pakabaita anagawan kakabaita kwanwa nakai oakai kawana makata tegianwa manakamana ayakawa meneki nikiwana makawana